Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the frozen lands of Beyond the Wall with Magna Cregan of Thenn, as we are pushing back a Stark invasion of Beyond the Wall, a retaliation against our raiding that we did in their lands, which did upset them quite a bit. But even though it looks like it may not be going that good by the land that is under siege, for anyone who missed the last episode, we are actually slaughtering the Starks, even though they started off with a hell of a lot more men than us, and they seem to not be learning their lesson. They're sending 5,000 of Stark men, which is all that remains of the Northern forces, against us here in the Night Valleys, our 7,000. We are going to have the advantage here with the land around us, as well as the fact that we just have better men somehow, which is awesome, and better commanders. And the Stark King is leading this army himself, so hopefully we'll get a second chance at fighting him upon the battlefield. Of course, we didn't get that chance in the last episode, as he fled as the event came up. Let's get our commanders back in here. So let's see if we get that second chance to try and fight him. It would be so cool if we could slay the king in the north. How awesome would that be? Imagine if we managed to get ice from him. That would be insane. But here we go. Let's wait for the Stark host to attack us in the Night Valleys, which we are trying to lift the siege upon. And yeah, we're going to slaughter their host. We're absolutely destroying their host. And Lord Owen of Flint's Finger has found us. We've been separated and we've bumped into each other. We've already killed a Flint once. Was it his dad that we killed? It was killed in the personal combat. Yes. So we killed his father, and now the son is going to try and take revenge. Prepare to die, Flint of Flint's Finger scum. In the midst of battle, you and Lord Owen circle each other. What was his personal skill? 45. Tense and focused. The raging scene around you seems to slow down as you scan him for any sign of weakness, an opening in his defense that you could possibly exploit. This will not end until one of his yields from injury. Your experience in combat and prowess with your short sword allows you to spot an opening in Lord Owen's defense. It's not much, but it's all you need. I quickly avoid his forceful attacks. Lord Owen tries to fight back, but I force my way through and move to effortlessly sever his leg from his body. Finally, I sink my short sword into his chest. The man groans, and it takes a while before my heart stops pounding, and then he is still. Lord Owen crumples to the ground, lifeless. You wipe his blood from your short sword. The deed is done. He is dead. And we gain a load of prestige, which, of course, is awesome. And our troops gain 20% morale. Not that they need it, because we're literally slaughtering the Stark host. We will lift these sieges, which will probably give us enough to win this war. We could offer the white peace now, but I don't want to offer the white peace. I want to win it outright and weaken the Stark host as much as possible. Let's lift the sieges on our lands. Master Cregan, after listening to the advice of a group of my band, yeah, I don't really care. Let's lift the siege of the Fist of the Firstmen. Hera Heart Whisper has had Weirwood Staff of High Chiefess Hera the Skin Changer added to her treasury. Okay. Doesn't concern us too much, but whatever. We can obviously now summon the warriors of the wildlings, which is awesome. We'll try and do that. We'll try and get the giants on our side for when we do attack the north. Oh yes, I forgot that our wife was pregnant. It's another daughter. We want more sons. Let's look for a random name that I like the look of. Melkora. Melkora, I like that. Yep, she hasn't inherited any traits, unfortunately. And Magna Cregan fulfilled the ambition to have 5 children. Well, what can we go with for an ambition now? We'll go with win the war. It's a nice, easy one, just to tide us over for now. Can we ransom that prisoner that we had yet? Not quite yet. That's a shame. We'll be able to do it at some point. And there are 200 Stark men slowly marching north. Right, let's lift these sieges quickly. The Fist of the Firstmen. It's a level... Wow, that's got a lot of defenders there. They've had time to bed in. Let's go to Antler Vale instead then, and lift the siege there. Hopefully it will be a bit easier. There are 3,000 Stark men returning north again. Still not learnt their lesson. It would be so cool if we could find the Horn of Winter while doing this. I know that you can find it while doing sieges and marching through provinces. Let's attempt an assault. Should be easy to take down. Didn't lose much manpower. Let's march on to the Night Valleys, where he's going to get an advantage, so we won't do that. Even though we'd still probably slaughter them, we're not going to give them any advantage if we can help it. We'll march around to the Winter Keep, to Whitetree, and lift the siege there. A war camp has been built in North Down, which is perfect. That's our land in Thenn, which we started those upgrades, I believe, in the last episode. We are nearly arrived in Whitetree now. How well defended is it? Not very well defended at all. Perfect. Let's lift this other siege. Get this war score back in our favour. And one child lacking a childhood focus. Princess Scony of Beyond the Wall. Free martial, free learning. Let's go for pride. Let's go to First Forest. Lift the siege there. We could actually go Beyond the Wall and Beyond the Wall south, which always sounds weird doing it that way. And a daughter was born to Prince Gendel of Beyond the Wall and Poppy the Skin Changer named Asa. Essa. Let's look for a different name. Hedy. Foki. Let's go for Foki. And he's also had a son. Oh, nice. Had twins. Toki, Starry, Ale. Let's have a look for a cool name. Sigval Thenn. Nice. Oh, and he's gained the quick trait as well. Awesome. Oh my, wow. He's starting off with 5 martial because of his bloodline. What's his sister like? She's also been born with a quick trait. Incredible. Sigval of Thenn. Hopefully he'll pick up the green dreams. How is Prince Gendel doing now? Awesome. He's now got the skilled fighter trait, which is awesome. He's our friend as well. Wow, 22 martial. Surely the Thenns are going to follow Prince Gendel after us. He's more impressive than freaking Cregan. The Stormlander Crackclaw Baron Vassalization War has ended. That, yeah, doesn't really concern us that much, does it? Let's lift the siege here. Perfect. Most of this land is now under our control. They're going to get a huge bonus if we march on to the Stark Host there, so I don't really want to do it if I can help it. We could march south, but we've not got the manpower to cause a damage to Winterfell, so there's no point us doing that. Let's let them march up to Antler Vale, then we'll march and lift the siege on Night Valleys. Will he accept the white piece? Offer white piece? Yeah, we'll go. We'll do it. Let's just offer the white piece and get it done. That's twice now that we've managed to do that. We'll think of saving our manpower for another day. Let's disband our armies. We need to let them replenish before we start our invasion of the north. We're probably going to go with Skagos now that we have Skane under our control. We do need a new ambition. What have we even got? It's either on Prosper, Room and Air, Obtain Valyrian Steel, Adopt a Lifestyle, Fall in Love, Become Exalted Among Men. I don't really know what I'd want to go with out of those, to be honest. It's either on Prosper. That's 5 years. I don't want to be at peace for 5 years. I want to go and continue our conquest while we're strong and powerful. So let's Obtain Valyrian Steel, but that's always risky, isn't it? Let's go with Fall in Love. Maybe we can fall in love with our wife. Who knows? How are our other children doing? So we've got our newest princess, which isn't doing much. Neither's the other one. What about our son Sigon? Oh wow, he's picked up Green Dreams. Awesome. I wonder if we'll get the event pop up where the children are the fight. Let's assign you a guardian. Can we go with Fox Eyes? Yes, we can. Send. My king, Prince Sigon, cannot be a ward of the children of the forest. Oh, that sucks. He's got Green Dreams. Assign a guardian. Have we got somebody else with Green Dreams? We have got some wildlings around. What about Popper? She's got Green Dreams. Winterberry, but child of the forest, so we can't do anything there, unfortunately. What about our friend Nareg of Skate? He's not overly impressive, though, is he, to be honest? Let's send you to Popper. Why not? Hopefully she can do something with you. How's our manpower? 13,000, so it is replenishing. We've got 141 ships now. Needs to replenish a hell of a lot more, though, before we do anything. Let's have a look at some of the decisions that we can make instead. We can worship the ancestors, which is awesome. Go on a grand hunt. How much would it cost to go on a grand hunt? 20 gold. Let's do it. I will find the white bear. I've given the order for a grand hunt to be organised in Thenn. Notice that there seems to be a lot of green dreams and wargs popping up. We've got Chief Raymond of the Fist of the Firstmen who has green dreams. He has a brown bear and a dog. There's like green seers popping up everywhere, it would seem, at present. The Gore, I'm sure I've seen someone else somewhere. Forktop, was it Forktop? No. Ice Base Shore, we have High Chief the Laughing Eagle, who has green dreams. Got some decent skilled fighters around. I'm sure I've seen another one somewhere. Was it Hardhome? Yeah, she has a wolf. First Forest, nothing impressive about you. I know that there's a few of them around here and there now. There's a lot of them around. Obviously, the guy on Skane as well. High Chief Hagen is boasting about how much better a hunter he is compared to you, just because he killed a large deer on his own. Be gone from my hunt. Thank the Magna for High Chief Hagen. Yeah. Thank the Magna. What other decisions can we do? Oh, we can now ransom you. Perfect. 70 gold. So we will let you go, because that's a lot of money to us beyond the wall. What else can we do? We can search for a smith, war sacrifice. I do want to make us a sword or something at some point, but we don't have the money for it at present. Tales of your misdeeds are told from the arbor to a shy. Very nice. If people are talking about a person from beyond the wall in a shy, then we must be doing something right. A lot of money there as well. Maybe when we get 200 we can make another weirwood weapon. While chasing an agile deer, my horse stumbled and broke his leg. Luckily I was thrown off, but now my horse is in pain. I will end his suffering. We gained piety. The grand hunt is over for now. This was truly a noble endeavour, and a true challenge for our martial abilities. I am proud of my hunting abilities. We gain a small bit of prestige. Okay, not the best, but it'll do. And Fate's Marsipin, my wife's pregnant again. Awesome. How much manpower is it? Replenish? No, it needs replenishing massively yet until we can do anything south of the wall. We've got a lot of kills, about 17 kills now. And a lot of them are decent people. 2 flints, lots of impressive wildlings, a lock, a tall heart. Yeah, lots of impressive people. We will worship the ancestors before going to war. Anything that we can get to help us along. While carrying out my duties to the free folk, I met a veteran on several occasions. These encounters have never ended well. One would be hard pressed to find a more unsympathetic character. I suspect she is spreading lies behind my back to damage my reputation. Confront her, or I must be patient. It will surely pay off in the long run. No, I'm going to confront her and we'll become rivals. I'm not losing renown. Not when it can help us out massively. And we do have a open council position. Let's have a look. We need an overseer. Let's go for Artis, our friend, the tall talker. Get him to oversee the realm. And the pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual taste. We'll make sure that she gets all she wants and more. Hopefully she'll give us another son. We're desperate for another son. Why is this province independent? Shouldn't it be part of a chiefdom of the Night Valleys? Okay, have we inherited the chiefdom of the Night Valleys? Chiefdom of Thenn, chiefdom of Northhold, chiefdom of Thenn, Okay, what's happened to the Night Valleys High Chiefdom? How strong are the Starks manpower-wise? He's got 9,000 men. We've got 15,000. Do you know what? Has he got any alliances? Doesn't look like it. We could do some damage here then. King Jonas, declare war. Invasion of... We could go for Bear Island, but it would be easier to go for Skagos if we can. Where is Skagos? Skagos. The invasion of Skagos. We will keep the Skagosi people around. Let's go for the invasion of Skagos then. This is going to be awesome. Right. We have a peasant revolt. That's fine. We obviously haven't replenished fully, but we've replenished a decent amount. Let's call up our fleets. 4 ships over here. That's fine. Let's march everybody here for now. We've got 8 ships here as well now. Nice, in the gorge. Interesting. 73 ships off Skane. That is awesome. Let's sail them to Hardhome for now. Sail these 4 ships to Hardhome as well. And let's get our men replenished. These 2,700. Let's get Eric, Warrior Main, in charge of those. The pregnancy has made my wife Secunda much more talkative and cheerful than usual. She never misses a chance to chat with anybody within earshot. She should rest, which improves her health. Yeah, we'll go for that. Hopefully we can get ourselves a son. We desperately need a son. But at least we have these ships now, so we can sail straight to Skagos. Merge these ships together and sail them to the Night Valleys, where we do have a dock. And we'll get all of our manpower to go there. Get everybody here to march to the Night Valleys. We should be able to defeat this host here easily enough. It's only 600 men, this revolt that has kicked up, but yeah, it shouldn't be any problem. Let's have a look. These ships, do you know what? let's get them to sail around to Hardhome. It's going to take them a long time, but they might get there by the time our men actually get there anyway. Wildling ships sailing past dawn. That's just a very funny image. Actually, do you know what? Let's sail them back to the gorge. We might need them on that west side. You never know. You never know. They could come in use. We won't bother using our other intrigue things for now, our decisions, because we don't really need to. It's better to save those and those extra manpower for when we will need them. Let's execute you, sacrifice you to the gods, which works in our favour, of course. Can our son be a commander yet? Or is he not 16 yet? He's still 15. That sucks. It's awesome that he's had those 2 children, though, already. Hopefully they can pick up the green dreams and the warg traits. That would be awesome. I leave the altar with my clothes still dripping. Perfect. Yeah, that's... I thought we'd already gained... Did we not already gain that trait? I can't remember. It's good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted. Yep, she needs familiar faces. We'll go with that. Why is everyone marching to Antler Vale? I meant the Night Valleys. Everyone needs to march to the Night Valleys so that we can sail to Skagos, where there are 675 men now being rounded up. We've got a lot of money as well all of a sudden. That's coming up pretty quick. And another Wildling Revolt. For God's sake, we're getting so many of these lately. It's so annoying. We are going to have to probably try and take that down before we do sail. So do you know what? These 7,000 men here, we'll wait for them to get to the Night Valleys, then we'll send them to Forktop. My king, I write to express my consternation at the fact that Bump enjoys command of your armies when someone of higher status like me would be better. Do you know what? You're actually pretty good, but we'll smooth it over because I want to keep a giant. I just like the idea of having a giant in the flanks. High Chief Hagen approaches you. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument, something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. Yeah, go for it. Why not? We can have some massive statue of a Thenn. It's pretty Skagos. My young son has finished his education in military strategy and command. I noticed replied that he's attended nothing less of a masterful skill of knowledge. He's a brilliant commander. Excellent. 29 martial. Oh my god. Direct leader. Leads from the rear. Brilliant. He's insane. Surely the wildlings are going to follow him after us. The guy's incredible. We do need to make him a commander now, of course. Gendel needs to be a commander. He's very impressive. We can also grant some titles. We can have a bodyguard. I'm guessing it's going to be our son. Yep, so we will go for that. And his children have now arrived at our court. I thought they was at our court anyway, but apparently not. Right, let's have a look. 13 5. We got how many other men have we got coming over here? Torin of Shivering Forest Wild Revolt was declared peasant. Another one? Seriously? And that one has ended straight away. Okay. Well, what was the point of that? Offer peace, enforce demands, yes. Oh, another one to execute. God, we're going to have so many kills by the time Cregan finally dies, which hopefully won't be anytime soon. Right, 14,000 men here. Let's get the 13,000 on the ships. These 1,300 march to the Fist of the Firstmen. These 700 will join you there in the Fist of the Firstmen. Pretty sure that we had some more that we could call up somewhere as well. 192. If you can march onto the Fist of the Firstmen as well. And that should be enough to take down that peasant revolt, wildling revolt, hopefully. And the rest we will sail out to King's House and get the Skagos lands under siege. Not sure where the Stark host is. He didn't have a great amount of manpower anyway, did he? 22,000 now all of a sudden. Now that's a lot. And we've had a son. Perfect. Who has been born with a hair lip, but that's fine. He's the youngest. Asbjorn. Yeah, we'll go for that. For those who've watched The Raiders of the Adriatic, you'll know that. You'll know the name. It's a nice little crossover. Love it. The Blessing of the Old Gods. News from Silverreed. Magna Cregan. It seems that while surveying his Demented Lord Hoarfrost, Thenn happened upon the corpse of a huge grey-green who had left behind a clutch of living hatchlings. Interesting. So his children are now going to have some lizard lyings, which is pretty awesome, to be honest. Right. Still sailing to Skagos, that's fine. I'm a bit worried now by the amount of manpower that the Starks have suddenly got themselves. Are we going to get the bonus there? Yes, we are. We're going to land in time. Perfect. Hopefully we don't suffer too much of a penalty from landing, but we're going to get a 100% bonus. He's got half the manpower of what we're landing in Skagos, so all should be well. And we should be able to slaughter a lot of that Stark host as well. All being well. We're still waiting for these two bits of manpower to join together, which is taking a while. There we go, 13,000 men. Perfect. Cregan, Eric, and let's get Gendel, our son, as well, with his ridiculous commanding capabilities. We should have enough manpower here to take care of that revolt. 2,000 men. It could be tight, but we should be okay. Those 7,000 are still going to attack us. They are. Of course, we're going to absolutely slaughter them. So that was a strange move for them to do. Victory, and we have managed to capture Baron of Whitegate. He's not going to be... Well, he has actually got a lot of gold. Can we ransom him for 25 gold? Yes, we can. So we won't sacrifice him. 25 gold will come in use. It will come in a lot of use, actually. Let's have a look. 1,500 men. Merge together. Wait for those 753. Let him rot. We're ransoming him anyway. We'll get King House under siege, which shouldn't take too long. And then... Who have we got here? Okay, just someone who's been in prison. That's fine. Yeah, once we've got this under siege, we'll leave the majority of our army in King's House, and we'll let a small host go to Deep Down and Driftmark. Is it Driftmark? Driftwood, sorry. Driftmark's freaking Valerion. Driftwood Hall, and then we can, yeah, get that under siege. My dear friend, I wish to give you the honour of sending my child Forfina to you in Thenn. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. We'll take your daughter on. Should be able to siege this down pretty easily. Fort level 5. We'll wear it down instead. There's no point us doing anything stellar. Under my guidance, my young ward is slowly mastering the art of swordsmanship, so that didn't take too long. Merge together. Have we got some decent commanders we can put in charge of this? Let's go for Nub the Giant, the Laughing Eagle, and Bump. That should be enough to take care of that army in the gorge, hopefully. They may get a bit of the bonus, but if we leave our men in Forktop, they can't really do anything, can they? So that works in our advantage. Should we split this army in half? No, not just yet. Not just yet. Let's carry on getting this under control first. We can try and recruit the giants again, but we'll leave that for now. We'll wait for our next invasion of somewhere till we do that. I don't really want to invade the Night's Watch without the Horn of Winter because it's so hard to attack. I don't know if you'll get the same penalties if we attack from the south, just because it'll take place where the wildlings are. And okay, a random wildling army is going to take care of that peasant revolt for us, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Can't complain about that. Offer peace and enforce demands, yes. And execute you to the gods. Done. Let's march these 2,000 men now onto Hardhome. Sail the ships back to Hardhome, and we can bring those over and they can get Driftwood Hall under siege for us. King House should fall any second now. Perfect. 16%. I just want to leave our main army here because of the crossing. I want to keep that advantage to keep that bonus to our advantage. Right, let's get these 6,000 here split in half. So 3,000 here onto Deep Down. The other 9,000 will merge back together and leave 9,000 there. The 3,000 can be led by Gendel, the Prince of Beyond the Wall. He can lead that siege himself. My king, your son Prince Sigon, is most uncooperative and is not responding very well to my tuition. Well, that sucks. But our main heir is that impressive. I'm not overly bothered. Let's dock these ships back in the gorge, just in case. How long is it going to take to siege this down? 200 defenders. Not long, then. Not long. Do you know what? Stay in the Night Valleys. It'll be quicker to get the ships to come to you. Let's embark them and sail out to Driftwood Hall. Is there actually no way of getting to Driftwood Hall then without... Ah, this is part of Driftwood Hall. Okay, I was going to say, is there not actually a land crossing to Driftwood Hall? I don't really think there should be a land crossing to Skagos and Bear Island. It is quite annoying. I think they should be like the Sisters and the Iron Islands, and obviously Driftmark and Dragonstone, where that you can't just march to them. Here we go, let's land that host there. My king, I'm pleased to report the majority of the population of Skane is now converted to the Thenn faith. Excellent. Excellent news. I might convert some other lands to Thenn. Just the, Free Vale and the lands that belong to this duchy. We will do that. Let's send you to Free Vale and convert that to the Thenn as well. Shouldn't take long to get this under siege. And then we'll have all this under our control. We will leave them in control as well. Even now that the pregnancy is over, my wife's craving for exotic foods have yet to stop. I'm starting to think she is taking advantage of my generosity to grow fat. I think you've had enough, dear. She can take care of it. No, I think you've had enough, dear. Let's see if we can stop that. And wow, 11,000 men. We've got 9,000 there with the advantage. I think we can push back 11,000 easy enough without having to bring the others involved and getting them involved. We'll leave them in control there. How long is that going to take to siege? Not long at all. This neither. Do you know what? We'll attempt the assault. My dear wife has finally listened to my advice. In a few weeks, she might be back into shape. Yeah, we'll do the siege here. Just because it's an easy one. And then we can march the 3,000 men to join that host. And use it to our advantage. Where this could take a little bit longer. Then again, we could always go for the assault. It's not exactly a very powerful castle. That Stark host is going to get slaughtered. Let's hope we can capture the king beyond the king of the north, not the king beyond the wall. Keep forgetting that we're the wildlings here, not them. This campaign has been easy pickings. Swinging my dagger through the mountains is a pleasure, and my fellow soldiers are equally jovial of the surrounded by the blood of our Northmen enemies and the cries of battle. Look, enemy commander, Lord Harmond is hiding. Lord Harmond of Flint's Finger. He's a skilled fighter, but he's not exactly impressive. Have we not killed enough Flints? Oh my god, it's the one whose father and brother we have already killed. Do you know what? Let's go for it. There you are. You turn to face Lord Harmond, and he breaks his charge and flees. You pursue, but lose track of him in the chaos. I would have felt actually quite guilty. And Lenward Hornfoot is now known as the Hunter. Interesting. And yeah, we've slaughtered this Stark host yet again. And we've managed to capture the heir of the Hedge Knights. He's got gonorrhea. He's a Riverman and an Andal. So we will sacrifice him. Of course we're going to sacrifice him. While riding ahead with your personal guard, you suddenly found yourself isolated on the King's House battlefield and surrounded by enemy soldiers. A violent melee ensued, but you gave a good account of yourself and managed to return to the main body of your army in time to lead it to victory. Songs will be sung of this day. We get a ton of prestige that we can soon spend, which is perfect. Lord Celador of Deepdown has formed an alliance with Lord Luton of King's House. Magna, Skagosi. I want to keep the Skagosi culture alive. Lord Crow. And have we still got Lord Magna and Stain? Yeah, perfect. We've still got all of those houses around. I want to keep them around if we can. Would be nice to. We should be able to with the invasion. I think it works that way. Let's land the ships in King's House for now. Do you know what? Let's just go for the assault. It's almost over. We may as well finish it. There we go. All of Skagos under our control. We'll just sit here now with our host. Wait for the Starks to attack us again, because they will. They're stupid enough to do it. The AI is completely and utterly incompetent. There's not much else. We can search for a smith soon. We have got enough money. Can we not create another weirwood item? Because that would be pretty cool. But it looks like we can't. Let's just fast forward things then. And let's... Corey of the Fist of the Firstmen, Wild Revolt is declared. Oh, for goodness sake. And it's ended straight away. Well, what is the point? Another one to execute. My goodness, we're going to have so many freaking kills on our hand. There we go. Let's bring these 1,900 men to join the main host. The monument promised by High Chief Hagen is finished. Upon unveiling, a statue of yourself is revealed, and you notice the crowd smiling and giving you a round of applause. Hopefully it's in bronze. That would be awesome. I have no words. We gain 200 prestige. Awesome. We're going to have a ton of prestige to spend once this war's over with. There we go. Let's merge all of our men together. And a daughter was born to Prince Gendel of Beyond the Wall and Poppy the Skin Changer, named Jaina. She's got the quick trait as well. Awesome. I want a better name, though. Sigrid. Yeah, let's go for Sigrid. I think that's another Raiders of the Adriatic name right there. How much manpower do the Starks now have? And they're also defending against Storm King Arlen V of the Stormlands in Stormland of the Whisperer Vassalization War. He's got 16,000 men still. My king, since I arrived in Thenn, there's never been a shortage of soldiers there. Perfect. We can upgrade holding. Upgrade the Great Ice River. Can we not upgrade Thenn? Is that the only one we can upgrade? Or we've not got enough money to upgrade Thenn. It would be nice to make that even more impressive. Yeah, we'll send a reward to him. That's fine. We've got a lot of money. We're at 60%. Just by sitting here, yeah, we're gaining a lot of war score, so we'll just bide our time. And Sigorn, it's education. We will, of course, get him the best that we can. Let's Design Guardian. What have we got? We've got someone with really good learning. Yeah, Winterbeck. It's just so annoying that we can't. Gendel. Yeah, let's send him to Gendel. Gendel's ridiculously good. And he's lacking educational focus. Not really got the stuff for a diplomatic education, even though he's got great diplomacy. Let's go for learning. Can't go for learning. We'll just go for martial. Why not? Doesn't really matter. He's only the spare. Now it's 63%. Yeah, so we're grinding down this war without having to do much. We could go and march onto the main northern land, but I'm not sure if I want to. Where even is the Stark host? Where's he leading his men? Leading troops in Northern Bay of Seals, which I think is... Oh, he's here. He's appeared on our land. Let's go and fight him then. He's going to have a... Wow, he's got a huge advantage there, but I think with the amount of manpower we've got, we should be fine. Don't even know how he's got there. He must have a fleet somewhere nearby. And yeah, we've absolutely destroyed his host. He did flee. Wow, that puts us up to 74%, which is perfect. We're nearly there. We nearly have Skagos under control. Let's just forward things along and get it under our control. My king, the colony at Skane, is under siege by forces led by Baron Karstark. That's fine. We will get there in time to lift the siege. Let's... Oh, okay. We can actually march there, can't we? So let's do that. Shard lacking the education focus. Princess Dag. She's very martial focused as well, so we'll go for that. Blessing of the Old Gods. The Mormonts have managed to get theirself some snow bears. Interesting. And we've slaughtered yes another Stark host, which puts us at 86%. Let's march back to King's House, and then it's just a case of waiting this out. It's a shame that we couldn't capture the Karstark or Stark Lord, but never mind. My first trader, High Chief Hagen, tells me that his efforts at praising my name and deeds have met with great success. A small army of warriors have converged at Thenn, ready to serve me. I just need to make sure they have someone to fight within a year, lest they become troublesome. A small band? That's not a small band, it's 5,000 men. Wow. Yeah, let's march them down to the wall then and do some damage on the north from that angle if we can. And perfect. Just by biding our time, we have managed to win the war for Skagos. So let's enforce all of our demands. Magna Cregan has created the title High Chiefdom of Skagos. I didn't really want to usurp these lands, to be honest, but we have ended that war now. We've claimed all of those for ourselves, but off screen I am going to sort that out and put back the right people into those lands who it belongs to, because I do want to keep the Skagosi around as our vassals. But we will end this episode here, guys, so thank you all so much for watching. As always, I really do appreciate it, and I hope that you've enjoyed. If so, please don't forget to leave a like and a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel and join the Discord server if you haven't already, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.